Howdy folks, World of Venom here. Today, as you can see, we got balls. No, we got ball pythons. So these are actually my buddy Dan Kraft. He breeds these a lot, and he's with Emerald Coast Exotics. And I don't mess with ball pythons just because these guys are so prevalent in the hobby, but they do make amazing pets. I mean, for all ages. I mean, there's like 4-year-old girls have these as pets. Like, they're pretty calm, with the exception of a few from time to time, but they calm down super quick as soon as you pick them up. Like this one, for instance, back here, this little gray and black one. He's a little jumpy, a little feisty, but you see, once we pick them up, calm down, super calm, super chill. Especially once they get adults, after you've messed with them for a while, they're super chill. I mean, they just calm down and everything like that. So they make awesome pets. The reason why they're called ball pythons, actually, all right, let's see if we can get one to do it. Maybe not this guy. Let's see if this one here. They'll curl up into a little ball whenever they get scared. So kind of like this one, but a little more tight. They'll usually tighten up a little bit more. But that's how they got their name, ball pythons, because they just ball up. But yeah, you guys will find these like any pet stores basically have ball pythons. Local breeders, like every city has like a breeder that deals with ball pythons. You go to a reptile show, it's mainly going to be ball pythons. I always joke around and I'm like, oh great, another ball python show, because not really a reptile show, it's just all ball pythons. But they're pretty cool though. I don't own any just because my buddy Dan here has so many, so if I ever want to come play with one, I can just come on over and handle them and just get my fix, if you will. But pretty cool. Eat about once a week as they get to be large adults. I'll show you guys a large adult here in a minute, but they'll eat probably like once every 10 days or so. Pretty easy. You just get them on frozen thawed mice that you just buy at the pet store in the freezer, and pretty simple from there. But as you can see, they come in all colors and all kinds of morphs and stuff like that. I am not whatsoever an expert on any morph. I know that the brown guy back there in the back left corner, that guy, that's more of what your normal wild type ball pythons will look like. Like out in the wild in Africa, that's what they would look like. All these other morphs, like this guy is kind of like a normal albino, if you will. Kind of, not really. But they just, as soon as they got into the hobby, like in the 90s, early 2000s, just people started making all kinds of morphs. And if you ever go on morphmarket.com, you'll see, if you click on the morphs for ball pythons to see what kind you want, I mean, they have a name for everything. It's like 1,000 different names for all these different kinds of morphs and stuff. But they're pretty cool though. You get them like in these pinks, like this. You see the side right there, pinks. The top is a little normal, and underneath it's all white. You can get them in all white. You get them in like this pastel yellow, like the one in the middle. You get like this little angry devil right here, how he's gray and black, and this right here, how it has some white on it, is called pied. I'll show you an example of that in one of the adults. So I do know a little bit about the morphs. I just personally just don't want to breed them or anything like that, just because there's so many in the hobby. But they do make amazing pets, even for kids. I know my son can just come over, pick them up. It's like 4 years old. Even my 2-year-old can just come over and pick one up, and they're pretty chill. Like most of them, for instance, I'll get an adult and show you guys what they're like here. Let's go ahead and put some of these guys up as we go back over here. They're super easy to keep too. They're like these guys, we just keep the babies on paper, or in like newspaper, if you will. And then let's get this guy here back in his home, the angry guy, so he doesn't bite me as I'm picking up the others. Oh, we got turtles inside because it's super cold outside, so we don't want them wandering around getting a cold. respiratory infections for tortoises and turtles are a death sentence. They'll never recover. Let's get this little yellow guy here. Super cool. Very pretty. Get you back in there. And these guys breed pretty easily too. That's another reason why you'll see so many. There's so many different genes in all of these. And, oh, sorry, guy. So many different, look at that. It's almost like purple. Like if you look at that, it's almost like a light lavender color. Very pretty. Cameras don't really do these guys justice or anything, so anytime you guys get a chance to go to a reptile show, I highly recommend it. That way you can go always check out all the stuff. Pardon the mess here, I meant the suite before showing all this stuff, but here we go. This is like the adults. Not you. I want to see you guys. There we go. So here we have, if you notice, the head is brown. The rest of the body is white. So this is what's like, it's called a pied. And they have it to where sometimes like a lot of that brown would just be splotched all over the body. These are pretty cool because it's just on the head. And then the rest of the body would be white. But this is the size of an adult. So they don't get super big, even though in the name Python, you know, people think of Python and think it's super big. This one's super pretty. Instead of white, the camera's not really picking it up, but it's more of like a peachish color. But you see, they'll have like this, that's their normal color, like their normal wild type color. And they'll just have that like just splotched around, and it's called pied. But all kinds of different morphs. You can get this to where it's like albino, so instead of like this normal color, it's orange, and then the rest is white. But they do need quite a bit of humidity, so that's why I keep the adults on mulch, and then keep a big water bowl for them. Alright, but that's about it for the ball pythons. Now, let us go ahead, as per usual. We got a box of, well, retail box of the 2021 Marvel Metal Universe Spider-Man. And this, I need to update you guys on basically what all I've gotten so far in these couple months. I did the update video on the 1 month update video to show you guys what I've basically collected in a month. But I've got a ton more this second month. I also need to put all these in a binder to show you guys basically the collection. Howdy. I'm recording too real quick. He dropped a mouse?
He dropped a mouse, and it just so happened to look like Oreo.
Oh, the cat didn't get it, did it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, in front of Killian? Oh, no, what'd he say?
He sat there for a minute, and then Anne was like, he's like, get it. And he's like, well, he has to have the sled. Is that Oreo?
I'd be like, no, that's Oreo's cousin. Yeah.
Oreo's at the top.
Oh, no.
Why is he letting the cat have it? Because the cat plays with it. She didn't kill it right away.
Yeah.
So the cat's over there playing with it, mauling it and shit.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
I'm like, oh, god damn.
Yeah, that's right. I'll hear about it in the car. That was my buddy Dan's wife, Tammy. She came in, and so I had mice before for some of the guys that didn't eat frozen thawed. I come over to Dan's and I'll grab mice. What's up, Mr. Dan? Yeah, she told me about the Oreo incident. Yeah, oh, I'm talking to the camera here. But yeah, so apparently my son, so I brought back one of the ones, we named him Oreo. And so Oreo is permanently here. This is his home. But but he just witnessed one that looked like Oreo just get out of the cage, and local cat kind of got it. Apparently got rescued though, so pretty nice. Yeah, Oreo might be just straight brown now in a pile. That's my buddy Dan in the background. I was talking about earlier with Emerald Coast Exotics. You want to say hi, Dan?
Hi, Dan.
He's feeding some of the babies right now. It's feeding day over here, just like most days. Alright, this one. And then that should be yellow, I believe. Yep, it's yellow. That's our second yellow. And as per usual, I'll go through and sleeve these up once I get home. Once I get inside. But yeah, I need to go through and actually show you guys the binder now. We've actually come a long way. I think I pretty much have the full base now with all the Metal Universe stuff that I've opened. I have all the high and all the low. Hey, there's my PC card. Very cool. And there's a gold running. But we're working on the full yellow set. That's why we keep opening these blaster boxes. I did see a full yellow set for the high and low, all 200 cards. Were on eBay last week for $650. But I was like, it's not as fun as actually just opening the boxes and just going through and getting them. Because then, too, you get like one grandiose in these. And then you get the golds, too, that I can put next to the other cards in the binder. And plus, what am I going to do? Like, for you guys in videos, I'm just going to sit there and not open anything. There's our grandiose, a High Series Hulk. I think that was his first image before Hulk was green. He's gray, like in the original version, I guess, that Stan Lee wanted. But gray didn't show up too well in the comics. So Stan Lee asked the printers, he's like, hey, what color looks green? Or looks good? And they're like, green. He's like, okay. So that's how Hulk became green. But originally he was supposed to be gray. That's why he's gray in the High Series in this. And next video I'm going to have to show you guys the update for the set. And then show you all some of the sketches too that I got. I picked up quite a few sketches. I know I said I wasn't into sketches, but you'll see once I show you guys these why I started with sketches. I think I'm officially a sketch guy now. It'd be super cool to get one out of these. I know, I think the sketch rate is like 1 in 3,000 packs or something like that in the blasters. My son's calling for me outside. Hey buddy, I'm in here making a video. And there's the High Series Miss Marvel on the yellow. Alright, so our hits for this box, we got one gold. It's the gold low series Ronin. We got the grandiose on the High Series Hulk. And then we got our 6 yellows. And I don't think I actually have any of these, so these aren't dupes, which is pretty nice. Got a High Series Ant-Man, Low Series Jackal, and the High Series Jackal. That actually continues our path of, you know, getting the High Series and Low Series in one box. If you notice, the last boxes were the same way. But alright, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and until next video.